Hello, how are you? Long time. Hello, good morning. Hello, madam, how are you? Long time no see. Long time no likes. Okay, so we are going to talk about Vishakha Nakshatra today. Okay, as it is my ascendant nakshatra, I will have some more information to give. Okay, so this is the thing. Then it is uh, it is a unique nakshatra in many ways. May it be its degrees plus its representations. It is a very unique nakshatra. Okay, so first thing is that Vishakha falls within 20 degrees of Libra to 3 degree 20 minutes of Scorpio. So it spreads into two signs. It starts into Libra and it ends into Scorpio. So we have to consider the nature of Libra and Scorpio also separately. Okay. Uh, so this is the first thing. Then if we just split this word into two parts, Vishakha, V plus Shakha. Okay. V means two. Okay. Double. Okay. And Shakha means branches. So Vishakha means two branches. Okay. So or opposite branches, two branches going into opposite direction. Okay, that is the literal meaning of this word Vishakha. uh, it is given an alternate name of Radha. Okay, Radha, who is divine lover of Lord Shri Krishna. Okay, so one alternate name of Vishakha is Radha. Its main symbol is forked branches, two branches going into separate direction like this. Okay, so that is one of the representation of this nakshatra. Another representation, another symbol of this nakshatra is a victory arch. Okay, an arch from which a victorious person passes through. That is also one of the symbol of this nakshatra. Then it's it is ruled by Indra and Agni. Okay, this is where I feel that this is a very conflicting nakshatra. Okay, first of all, the symbol itself is like forked branches going into different directions. So it represents split. It represents conflicts. Okay, then it is ruled by Indra and Agni. Okay, Indra Dev is god of rains or water. Agni is god of fire. So here also there is a conflict that its deities are having a conflicting nature. Okay. Then when it falls into Libra sign, Venus rules it. When it falls into Scorpio sign, then Mars and Ketu co-rule it. Vishakha itself is ruled by Jupiter. Okay. Now the main story of mythological story, if we want to attach with Vishakha Nakshatra, then as its alternate name is Radha, we can link the divine love story of Radha and Krishna to this nakshatra. Again we need to understand that love between Radha and Krishna was not an ordinary love. Okay, it was a divine love. It uh, uh, it was not love based on desire. Okay, it was more a devotion, okay, rather than a desire oriented love between Radha and Krishna. Okay, so the love story of Radha and Krishna, we can link it with this nakshatra, because alternate name of this nakshatra is Radha. Okay, then if we now go into the interpretation of this nakshatra. Okay, first of all, it is only one nakshatra in which one planet gets exalted, another planet gets debilitated. It is only one nakshatra which has one exaltation planet, one debilitated planet. Saturn gets exalted at 20 degree of Libra, Moon gets debilitated at 3 degree of Scorpio. Okay, so Vishakha in a way covers two planets in its exaltation or debilitation degrees respectively. Okay, this is again a conflict. It is again because it has one exaltation point and one debilitation point. Okay, then the name and representation. Okay, as I said, Vishakha means two branches. Its representation is also forked branches going into different direction. It represents a split in your life. It represents a conflict in your life. Okay, that your life path can go through different directions. Okay, you can have many different changes coming up in your life when Vishakha is either the ascendant nakshatra or moon nakshatra or sun nakshatra, or many planets are there in Vishakha nakshatra. So this person can go through many different changes in life. Okay, one thing he has to realize that life will not be stable one. Life will not be a smooth sailing one. He will have many different changes coming up. Okay, that is the thing. Like I know three examples. My own example, my ascendant nakshatra is Vishakha, and I was in legal field. Then I came into astrology. So it is a split. It is complete split. There is no connection between law and astrology. My father, he himself had ascendant nakshatra as Vishakha, and again he was in first army, and then he came into law. So again there is no connection, army and law. There is another friend of mine who has this Vishakha nakshatra, and he has this PhD in law, and he has a shop. Okay, as a like hotel type of shop. Okay, restaurant. So again there is no connection between the two. That his PhD, his doctorate in law, and there is a shop he is running as a restaurant. Okay, so this is what happens, that it gives conflicting directions to life. One field is not even closer to the other field. There is no connection between two fields. Okay, so that can be the kind of changes they can go through. When Vishakha nakshatra is prominent in life. Then in relationship matters, anyways every relationship is difficult, every chart is difficult for relationship, but Vishakha nakshatra adds its own complexities as it represents a split. It represents separation or divorce kind of thing, breakup kind of thing. So in relationship matters it can be a difficult nakshatra. Now the thing is that right, one one important point here is that one of the representation of Vishakha is victory arch. Okay, so it represents victorious people. it represents people who are very courageous and they are ready to go through all the ups and downs of life, and they still want to be victorious and they come out as the victorious. That is the representation of victory arches. Okay. They are very courageous people. They are very they are always looking forward for their for achieving their ambition. They will not back off. Okay, that is one thing with Vishakha as nakshatra. Another thing, that alternate name of Radha. Okay, its alternate name is Radha, Vishakha's. Uh, Now, if you just reverse this name, okay, uh, reverse of Radha is Dhara. Okay, Dhara means stream. Okay, Dhara means stream, then that means Radha means going against the stream. Okay, so I explain that again. Dhara means stream. Radha would mean going against the stream because Radha is opposite of Dhara. Okay, so Radha actually means rebellious person. Okay, the word Radha actually means a person who is a very rebellious kind of person, and who can challenge the conventional things, who are very unconventional. So this nakshatra can make someone very unconventional with their activities, with their thoughts. They can be very rebellious type of people. Okay, so that is another indication of this nakshatra, Vishakha. Then another reason why this nakshatra can represent major changes is that it falls into Scorpio sign also. Okay, up to Libra it is fine, but last 3 degrees, last pada of this nakshatra falls into Scorpio sign, which is the sign of major changes, transformations in life. That is what adds to the transformative energy of Vishakha, and it can become a very transformative type of nakshatra. It can have lots of changes and lots of conflicting experiences in someone's life. In Libra section it may not bring that much changes, but in Scorpio section it can bring. Okay, right. The other symbol of victory arch, okay, that is done. The lordship of Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is lord of Vishakha, and it is a guide and counselor. So they are natural counselors. Okay, Vishakha as a nakshatra person, Vishakha nakshatra person can be a very natural counselor and guide. When it is in Libra section, now here's the difference. When it is in Libra section Vishakha, then it can be the counseling related with relationship or diplomacy, bringing two warring parties into agreement, that type of counseling. Any kind of counseling where person brings two opposite parties to some sort of agreement or some sort of reconciliation, that is seen from Vishakha and Libra. But when it comes to Vishakha and Scorpio, that means Vishakha and Scorpio, that means counselor of occult nature. Okay, because Scorpio sign represents occult and mysticism. So Vishakha in Scorpio can make someone very good occultist. So that is another thing with Vishakha nakshatra. Okay, but basically it is a difficult nakshatra to deal with. Okay, because it has lots of conflicting energies. Okay, it is it can bring many changes in life, it can bring many transformation in life, in your life path. You can have changes in your family, relationship, career, and that is the basic nature of this nakshatra. And because of its representation of forked branches going in different direction. But at the same time, as Radha Krishna story is involved, this nakshatra is related with devoted love. When they are in relationship, when they are in love with someone, they are completely devoted to the person. Okay, the same thing is seen with Anuradha nakshatra also, which will be the next nakshatra. Okay, so that is the thing. Then whatever they do, not only in love, but whatever they do in their life, in a business career, they can be very devoted towards that type of work. Okay. uh, and if they take these changes positively. Okay, if they take these changes and transformations in life very positively, then this nakshatra can make someone very spiritual also. This nakshatra has this ability of making someone spiritual. Okay, so that is the thing with this nakshatra. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so if I just recap, this is one unique nakshatra which has one exaltation point, one debilitation point. Saturn gets exalted at 20 degrees of Libra, and Moon gets debilitated at 3 degrees of Scorpio. So it has 2 points of one of exaltation, one of debilitation. Then its name itself means Vishakha, means two different branches going into different directions, two branches in opposite direction. Uh, One of the other name is Radha, that is a representation of devoted love, plus it is also representation of rebellious nature. Okay. Then main mythology story is again of Radha and Krishna, of their devoted love. Okay. uh, then its representation of forked branches shows many different changes in life, uh, many different paths a person may take. Okay, and those paths can be very different from each other. Okay, they may have no connection. Then relationship wise, it is a very difficult nakshatra because it represents a split, it represents separation, divorce, breakup kind of thing. Okay. Then it can make someone very good counselor, it can make someone very good advisor. Because of the same reason, they go through so many changes in their life. Okay, they go through so many troubles in their life, so they can easily counsel others on how to deal with troubles. Okay, that is the thing. Then in Libra section, it can be more a counselor of a diplomat nature, or a lawyer, or a consultant. And in Scorpio section, it can be more a counselor in occult related field. Okay. Then they can be very ambitious, they can be very courageous towards achieving their ambition. Okay, because of the another representation of victory arch. So that is the thing. Then okay, yeah, so this is the main theme around Vishakha as nakshatra. Yeah, let's see if anyone has any question. Moon in Vishakha in second house, Virgo ascendant. in D10 chart. I prefer looking at D1 chart first. In D10 you have Virgo ascendant, 11th Lord Moon is in the second house Libra. All I can say from this little bit of information, again I would like to see the D1 chart first, but this shows that in your career matters, your income is coming through business setup. Okay, Moon in Libra. It is a a business oriented mind, and that business can be of a counseling nature, of sharing your knowledge. But again, it is very limited information, so limited advice. Okay, which nakshatra is best in today's world? Every nakshatra is best in today's world. Okay, every nakshatra is divine, everything is created by divine. Good and bad is our own mindset, right? This thing is good, this thing is bad, otherwise there is nothing like that. So every nakshatra is necessary, every nakshatra is important. Saturn pada 3, Ketu pada 1, Vishakha in third house Libra. Saturn in third house is always about business. So Saturn is your duty and responsibilities in life. Vishakha is about counseling, so you should be in counseling related business. Ketu in the same house shows your past life expertise at that, so you should be in any kind of counseling or knowledge sharing kind of business, where you can guide and counsel people. That should be your duty and responsibility in this life, and that can also be your past life expertise when Ketu is there. I have Venus and Mercury in Vishakha. Venus Atmakaraka. It shows your life path going towards Vishakha related activities. As I said, it is related with counseling and guiding people, so you can counsel and guide people, maybe in your creative pursuits or financial nature of business. Venus Mercury together makes someone very good in financial nature of work. But if it is in this Scorpio sign, Venus Mercury together in Vishakha Scorpio, then it can be occult counseling also, any research oriented counseling, stock market, trading and all. So that is the thing, but in relationship matter it is not a good nakshatra. I have Saturn Ketu conjunct in Libra, both in Vishakha Nakshatra. What does this signify? Libra ascendant Saturn Ketu is there, that means Rahu is in the 7th house, both in Vishakha Nakshatra. It shows that first of all, the 4th and 5th Lord and 2nd Lord is coming into the 1st house. Okay, Saturn is again your duty and responsibility in this life. So Saturn sitting in 1st house Libra. 1st house is your life path, Libra is business. You should follow the life path of business setup of work. That is your duty and responsibility in this life. Again, it can be a counseling related work where you share your knowledge with others. You can have different life paths. In your initial life you can be working in job setup, then you can be working in business setup. That can happen, okay, in your later life. Then Ketu in 1st house shows that your past life expertise is about working for yourself. So when you get into the similar circumstances, like the transit of nodes from 2022 onwards can be an important time for you, because that will be like a nodal return for you. At that time you can go into your own business. Sorry. Okay, so watch out for that transit when Ketu is in Libra and Rahu is in Aries. That will be nodal return for you. It will bring the change. It can bring the change. Sorry. Which nakshatra is the most stubborn according to you? Stubborn. Stubborn. Ashwini maybe, because they always want to be the first. Okay. And that can be the one. Then Abhijit Nakshatra is all about being victorious, so it can bring this kind of stubbornness. Abhijit Nakshatra, ambitious. Okay, the invisible one. About Ascendant Nakshatra Dhanishta, does this mean a person is rich? The person can become rich, not is rich. But if you follow the Dhanishta and its Lord Mars position, and then a person can become rich. But again, it is all about looking at complete chart. This is too little information to say anything. Okay, so this thing shows that there is a possibility of becoming rich. What is the mythology of Vishakha Nakshatra? As I said, the main mythological story attached with Vishakha Nakshatra is of Radha and Krishna, and it is about their devotional love towards each other. If a planet is in the hello, how are you? If a planet is in the same house in birth and Navamsha chart, what does this mean? Or a planet is in the same zodiac sign, same zodiac sign in both, and it is called Vargottama planet. It means that that planet will give similar kind of results in your initial and later part of life. So there will be like a uniformity in the result. Whatever results you are getting in good or bad, now understand, similar result doesn't mean good results. Whatever good or bad result you are getting because of that planet in your initial life, you will get similar results in your later life. It will not change its nature. That is the definition which is given by people of Vargottama planet. I don't follow the divisional charts. Okay. Oh, Vishakha, that's where my Mercury is. Collect information and share information. That is all about Mercury in Vishakha Nakshatra. Okay. So the more you collect information, the more you share information with people. That is the best thing. Hello. How the malefic behave when aspected by a house lord? Like I have Rahu in Vishakha, fifth house is Scorpio, aspected by Mars from 11th house. So does Mars gives positive aspect here? Other example like Rahu in Vishakha Nakshatra, Aquarius, fourth house aspected by Saturn from 10th house Leo. There is this theory that whenever a planet aspects its own sign, it kinds of protect that sign or that house. Okay, it is like I am standing guard for my own house, right? I am standing outside my house and I am guarding it. So it is like that type of energy when a planet aspects its own sign. With Rahu Mars, it creates this Sangarak Yoga. Okay, so it can give this energy exchange can give lots of aggression to the person. I am sure with age you may have learned how to deal with that aggression and anger. So that is the one thing that you should know how to divert that energy in positive pursuits when Rahu Mars conjunction is there. Okay. then or Rahu Mars mutual aspect is there. Okay, so this thing is there that it will kind of protect that house. But again, both the examples are of malefic nature planets. Okay, malefic planets are supposed to bring some issues in our life, supposed to bring some challenges in our life. That's where their job is. So although it can protect, it can give lots of courage when Mars is aspecting Rahu in fifth house, but still you will have lots of difficulties dealing with fifth house and 11th house related things. It may be your child, it may be your love romance matters, it may be your education. You may have lots of difficulties, but at the same time Mars aspect is there, so you will have also have courage to go through those difficulties, to win over those difficulties. Okay, so there is a benefit, there is a drawback. When malefic planets are aspecting, they are supposed to bring some difficulties. Likewise, when uh, Rahu is in Sadbhishak and Saturn is in 10th house and aspecting back at 4th house. It is something which I have is Ketu in Aquarius and Rahu from Leo. Rahu Saturn from Leo is aspecting back. So it shows kind of difficulty in home life, because Saturn is ruling it, Saturn is aspecting it, Saturn itself is difficulty, Saturn itself is misery. So it shows kind of difficulty in person's home life, but at the same time it is kind of protecting the home. So as the person grows up, as person enters into 30-35, then he will have much better home environment in comparison to what he had in earlier life. Okay, so we have to keep the basic nature of the malefic planet involved. In first example I said that it is all about aggression. Okay, it can make you very aggressive and very impulsive when Mars is aspecting Rahu in the fifth house is Scorpio. That is nature of Mars. With Saturn I said delay, because it will take some time. Saturn represents delay. So things will improve in your home environment, in your home life, only when you are about 30-35. Okay, plus 35 plus. Okay, so this is the thing. Venus in Vishakha Nakshatra in Lagna, what results will give? It depends upon whether it is in Libra or it is in Scorpio. In Libra it is in good dignity, it is in own sign. So again it shows a person who is in life path of counseling and guiding others, sharing his knowledge. That can be one of the ways person can get income. But as I said, Vishakha is difficult nakshatra for relationship, because it represents a split. In their relationship they may have lots of difficulties, so they can go through lots of ups and downs in their relationship. Either it is in Libra or it is in Scorpio. For me, it is a reversal transiting nodes. I have Rahu in Scorpio and they are okay. It is called semi-nodal return when Rahu is transiting over Ketu and Ketu is transiting over Rahu. Okay, so when Rahu is transiting over someone's birth chart Ketu, and Ketu is transiting over someone's birth chart Rahu. So it is called semi-nodal return. It is the time of utter confusion. Okay, because now understand what is happening. In your birth chart you have Rahu in a certain house. Let's say Rahu in Scorpio in 4th house. Okay, So in your birth chart, you have Rahu in Scorpio in 4th house. So it is gravitating you towards 4th house. It is separating you from your 10th house. But in transit, they are opposite. Rahu is making you gravitate towards 10th house, and Ketu is making you isolate, separate from 4th house. So it is time of utter confusion, where person doesn't know where to go, okay, what to do, because your birth chart position is indicating that you should be working related with 4th house related things, and you should not be working in 10th house related things. But in transit, they are showing opposite indication. So basically, semi-nodal return is the time when person is in utter confusion, okay, they don't know what to do. I agree on Ashwini. My husband has Sun and Venus, and he is very stubborn in his behavior when it comes to achieving goals. Great. ब्रह्मांड की शक्ति का आशीर्वाद आपके ऊपर हमेशा बना रहे, आपके ऊपर भी सर, थैंक यू. Can you please tell us about the current situation of planets since Rahu and Ketu are in Taurus and Scorpio? I heard there is gonna be bloodshed all over. Ketu in Scorpio can bring some accidents, some injuries, bloodshed kind of thing, but Rahu in Taurus, I don't think so. Okay. So with Ketu in Scorpio, I accept that it can be bringing lots of transformative events, especially in the house where Ketu is transiting in the chart. Okay. Ascendant Capricorn Nakshatra Lord in 9th house and Saturn in 6th house. Okay, so it is about that Capricorn Dhanishta. So your ascendant Nakshatra Lord Mars is going into the 9th house. It is in Taurus sign, so it is the sign of wealth and assets. So with this limited information, I can say that if you guide and counsel people in wealth and assets related matters, then it can bring you good wealth. I have been confused for a few years already, so frustrating. Okay, meditate regularly, it will bring awareness. What is the effect of Ketu transit in Scorpio on natal moon and during moon Mahadasha for Libra Sun? I have done separate section for that, and you can also check articles on Ketu's transit and Rahu's transit. Okay. With this much information, Ketu transiting in Scorpio over natal moon, this person needs to regularly meditate. Okay, reason is that his moon is already debilitated in the 1st house. Now Ketu is also transiting over the moon. This moon needs some strength, some support. Okay. This person needs to meditate regularly, so he can keep a balanced mindset. Okay. There can be lots of changes in the family and wealth related matters, maybe career also. Okay, when Ketu is transiting over moon, because moon is 10th lord and 2nd house is of family and wealth, so there can be some changes in that area. Again, we need to be receptive towards changes, not to resist. Changes don't bring any stress. Resistance to change brings stress. This can also be one of the indications of this nakshatra Vishakha. It represents changes, split directions and all. Changes and split direction, it shows that person needs to be receptive towards the changes. Person should not try to resist the change. uh, and whatever change is coming up, they should be receptive towards it. What do you think is the purpose of astrology? What we need to do about it? Purpose of any occult science, not only astrology, is only to bring you awareness. Okay, it is only to make you aware of your circumstances, what you can do, what you cannot do, where you should be going, where you should not be going. That's it. And it depends upon the person, how receptive he is for the advice. Okay, I understand that astrologer can be wrong, and that is always the case. Like in any profession, like a doctor can be wrong, an advocate can be wrong, even a judge can be wrong. So an astrologer can also be wrong. No issues. I have no problem in accepting that. But still, there is that is the main purpose of any occult science, that it brings the awareness in you. It brings the awareness factor that all right, you have these limitations under which you can work. Okay, that is where you should be focusing. Okay. If Mercury is in the part of a Scorpio, and does it still apply the collection of and sharing? Yes, Mercury in a Scorpio can make you even more research oriented, right? More about collecting lots of information. And when you collect information, what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to share, because you cannot keep that information for long. Okay, understand it like this, that suppose you are collecting all the information. Okay, you are research oriented and you are spending lot of time in research and you are collecting all the information. How long you can keep that information in your mind? After some time you will forget. It will slowly go into your subconscious mind, then unconscious mind. Okay, your conscious mind needs space. So it is very important that we should share the information as soon as possible. Okay, like I can say that there are at least about 1500 articles on my site as of now. Do you think that I can remember all these articles? If I had not written, I might have forgotten them. Okay, so it is always better to write somewhere and share with others so that it can be useful. So this is what you need to remember about knowledge. It is supposed to be shared. Being an astrologer, do you think it is terrifying to see dangers in your own chart and you don't see your chart? I see everyone's chart. I see my chart first of all. Okay. Because if I cannot do good for myself, how can I do good for others? Okay. So this is the basic thing. That is the thing. And as I said, for me there is nothing like danger, good or bad. Everything is useful. Okay, every information is useful. Even if I look at my chart and I realize that there is some accident coming up, it should make me aware to avoid those and that accident. It should make me, okay, fine, I need to take this care so that I can avoid the accident. That's it. Okay, living like a ostrich won't help anyone. Okay, that you are putting your head in the sand and you are thinking that nothing is going to happen, no bad event is going to happen. It is not the way of living. We are supposed to be aware, we are supposed to be conscious. And Mercury is with Rahu, so even more obsession with information, and Sun is there. What else you want? You want all the remaining planets there. You have 3 planets in Scorpio. Okay, thank you, and it was nice talking. Next session will be on Anuradha Nakshatra. right? Yeah, Vishakha, Anuradha, and then Jeshta. Then we will be over with this second portion of the nakshatra, then the last portion. Okay, take care, enjoy your Sunday, have a good time. Let's meet next week, hopefully. Thank you.